My phone is telling me that my camera lens needs to be cleaned. Whoa. I can't fix that. So, the other day I had friends over, and they were like, Cameron, you should vlog. You're so funny, you should vlog. You're like the most hilarious person So I got in my head and I was like, should I vlog? So this is my attempt. I'm currently in bed. I just got up because I will refuse until the day I die. Getting up from my bed, setting up my phone, hitting record, getting back in bed and recording myself fake getting up from bed. I'm not doing that. So this is what you're gonna get. And if there is a day that I get up from bed and I fake record myself, end it for me, guys. Pull the plug. So, what was I gonna say? Okay, so let's introduce the day. It is. Can I look at the time? It is 10:48. It is 10:48. I had class this morning at 9:30. But the professor made a terrible mistake by saying that Wednesday classes are optional. So that means you will never see me there. So, I slept in. However, I'm still gonna get up and I'm gonna go to the class. It was for my wood shop class. How cool and fun and fancy is that? So I'm going to get myself up and we're gonna go to the wood shop. So we're gonna do something with that, but maybe I'll just leave it low key. Okay. Guys, what do I even do? What do I even talk about? So yesterday when my friends came over, we were playing Roblox. Because I downloaded Roblox. So now I'm an active member of society. And we played a horror game. We played Squid Game and Dress to Impress. And guys, I think I would survive in a horror movie. I really think I would, because everybody was dead. I was the last one alive. I was shaken though, and I was like, no, it's all up to me. I don't want it to be up to me. However, it was a horror game where we were like in this house and then there was a monster chasing us. So I freaking baited that thing away from me. I grabbed those bandages and I revived everybody. Technically didn't do it by myself. Like if I had to do the rest of the game by myself, that would have sucked. But no, I got it done. I didn't die the whole game. I had to revive people multiple times. Look at that. Look at that. So I might survive. And then by the end of the game, I was freaking running in front of him because you gain confidence about it, you know? I was like, what you gonna do, fool? What you gonna do? That's the most interesting thing that has happened to me in like a week. I'm not going to go into detail about the interesting thing that happened to me 2 weeks ago. I'm just going to let you know that it involved Hinge. I just got to the school and I'm already pissed off. So, parking is an issue. That's like a universal thing with all colleges, that parking is an issue. Specifically mine as well. So, there's a parking lot that I prefer to park in, and it's like the biggest one on campus, and the walk is pretty nice. I only have to cross the street once, and then, the walk is like pretty shaded and isolated. It's pretty nice. So, of course, today I'm coming in like in the middle of class time, so like everybody is parked somewhere, and they have half of that parking lot cut off. For what? For what? Like, it's right next to our event center. I understand cutting off half the parking lot for like a 6 p.m. event if you cut it off at 6 p.m. It's 11:45. Why are we cutting off half of the parking lot when we don't even have enough parking on campus for students anyway in the first place, with all parking lots open? So I had to park in Timbuktu on the edge of campus on the opposite side from which I need to go. I'm editing this video quite literally like 3 weeks after I recorded it, and I watched this part and I'm just now realizing, girl, they cut off the parking lot because they don't want people parking there earlier in the day, and then they're taking up the space at 6 p.m. But like low-key, that parking lot is like 10 acres. They can absolutely just leave it open because I guarantee you there's going to be parking. And if people have to walk, oh no, I'm so sorry you have to walk so far for like a 3-hour event. I pay organs to attend here. So the game plan is now I'm going to go to the wood shop and I'm going to work on my thingy, and I'll show it to you guys. You can take a look. And then I have some stuff I have to get done today, and I have a meeting at like 4:30, I think, so it's going to be good.
Good job finishing your box.
Look at how nice! How nice and shiny. Yay! I'm taking a walk and I'm going to Starbucks because I just tried to work for 2 hours and I can't read anything. So maybe we need to feed the addiction. I'm sitting next to my building eating my stuff. I got a grilled cheese and I got a iced caramel latte. And from the bench I'm sitting at, you kiss the way. And there was a guy sitting for like 10-15 minutes. And I was hoping there was gonna be a romantic movie moment. That's what my delusion was telling me. Yeah, I just realized when I switch the camera on my phone during a video, it cuts out the audio for like half a second. Why am I doing it? Okay. What I was saying in that clip was I was sitting there on that bench eating my lunch, and then there was a guy across the street at that bus stop, and I was romanticizing it, basically. Movies are not real, folks. Movies are not real. However, across the street from me, my neighbor moved out. So if there's a male between the ages of like 21 to 26 and you're looking for a place to live, I live at... I'm back at my apartment, and let's see. This is making me mad, but I don't feel like fixing it. I still have some work left to do
we will see how that goes. Guys, I'm not good at this. If it goes well, then I'll treat myself to Roblox. Maybe I have ADHD.
Hey, it's me again. Update, you do.
I might, fam.
I'm getting my work ready. I'm pulling it up and I'm thinking about this story that I have to tell you. So, there's a kid in my year who I'm cool with and he's my friend. But I don't think I've ever met someone more annoying. He is the person who talks at all times. Like, you're sitting in the middle of a lecture. If he's sitting next to you, that dude's going to talk to you every 5 minutes. And nothing he says is going to have any significance at all. He pisses me off. So today, I was fed up with it. We're in the middle of this meeting where we're the mentors meeting our mentees and whatever. And there's people standing up in the front announcing the whole deal and what we're doing. And they're telling people who their mentees are. And he's standing next to me. Bro just starts yapping. And his breath stunk. His breath stunk. And he's like this close to my face talking to me. And we're also snacking because they provided some food at this event. So I can like hear the residual food in his mouth because he didn't swallow all of it completely. I've never been more pissed off in my entire life. I thought my head was going to explode the second that he opened his mouth and said the first word. He's complaining to me about his professor, about this assignment that they have, which has absolutely no relation to why we're here at this event. He was like, I just can't believe it. And I said, who? And he said his professor's name, but I said, asked. He was like, yo. I said, stop talking, bro. Literally nothing you're saying has any, like, it's not going to affect my life at all. And I mistakenly sat in front of him the first day of our 3-hour lecture. And I hate that class. That should be illegal. A 3-hour lecture should be illegal. You hear me? You hear me? So I made the mistake of sitting in front of him. And when I tell you, every 5 minutes, this guy was going, bro, how can this class be so long? Like, what is dude even talking about? Shut up! Do you think you're making the time pass any faster by complaining about it every 5 minutes? I get it. I get that it's annoying. I get 3 hours, whatever. But at the end of the day, it's a class, bro. We have to take notes. Oh, I started a video. I thought I was taking a picture. I thought I was saving it something because I thought I looked cute. I need to get out of the habit of doing this. Because I think the meme with the Joker is funny, but I think that a bunch of girls be doing it. And I will do something, and I will enjoy it, and I will think it's funny until I see a bunch of women do it. And then it becomes a trend, and then I can't do it anymore. Because they get, like, brain rotted by it. Guys get brain rotted by memes, and girls get brain rotted by other girls. Because girls pick up the, as he should. I am currently running a bath, and I'm going to eat pizza and drink chocolate milk with my pizza for dinner. And I was cutting up my pizza, and I think I have a left-handed pizza cutter. Shame I'm not left-handed, but is it just me, or are you supposed to put your thumb here? Because that's what I thought. Because, like, this makes sense with the blade on that side. You know what I mean? But because I'm right-handed, it's like that, and I don't know. Or is it I could just be autistic.
that's a reasonable conclusion. I got chocolate milk though. With a chewy straw. Ooh. I'm so tired. I still have to clean up my dishes though. What do you mean? I'm not a human being. I am completely staged and nothing natural happens to me ever.